Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, and today we are going to travel back to the Harry Potter universe. Only this is set 70 years prior to the events of Harry Potter and his friends, and we get the story of Newt Scamander, who is writing his book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. He's basically writing a compendium of magical beasts so people can understand them and not just kill them. Well, he finds himself in New York City, and he finds things are just a little bit different in the magical community in America. But there's also some dark force afoot that's got an evil plan in New York City, and we see how he helps the other magical folks in New York try to resolve what's going on and prove that it's not a magical beast that is behind all these killings and these possible, events that reveal there's a magical world out there, that it's not a beast, it's actually a human. And we see how he, with a group of friends, try to prove that. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. When I first heard this, I'm like, yeah, okay. J.K. Rowling did write this. David Yates directs this film, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed revisiting this world, but getting to see it from a different perspective, the U.S. perspective, if you will. What you find is, I thought they did very good in separating it and making it a completely different feel than what we saw in the Harry Potter books. So they do a good job there of separating that and giving it its own identity. Whether or not you're going to warm up to that identity or not, we don't get a huge exploration into that. Some of it, of how the bureaucracy and stuff, there's more of it here in the U.S., but it really does focus on Newt and trying to keep his critters in his magical suitcase. Now, I really enjoyed some of the supporting cast in here. Eddie Redmayne does fine as Newt. In fact, I enjoy his performance quite a bit, one of his better performances in here. Newt is a character that doesn't quite warm up to people, and I like that. He's kind of an awkward, unusual character, and I liked that, and he stayed consistent. We didn't see some drastic change with his character as far as personality that goes, although we do see him try to start warm up to people, and I just love what they did with the new character. But the supporting cast, especially Dan Fogler's Kowalski. My kids, I took honorable son number 1, number 2 to it, and he's their favorite character, and he's my favorite character. In fact, we think Kowalski needs to be in every film. He is a fun character to watch. He's the non-mage, if you will, or the muggle, who gets caught up in these things with Newt, and he embraces it, and it's just such a touching character, and Dan does so well with this character. You really feel for him. Even more so, I think, than Newt. Also, the character Queenie, two really great characters. They're supporting characters, but you really get attached to them and want to see more of them. I'd love to see a spin-off with those two, in all honesty. Such great performances. Queenie is played by Alison Sudol, and yeah, she does fantastic in here too. The chemistry between her and Kowalski and the other characters, I got attached to them. I don't know why. Special effects in here, some of them look fantastic, some of them look okay. It happens when you got a lot of CGI. I loved the designs of all the magical beasts. So the world within his suitcase is, I want to go there, okay? And I did enjoy the conservation theme that runs underneath here of protecting, endangered animals, and that kind of runs underneath here. And they are setting it up for 2 more films. So there will be some more of Newt. Unfortunately, from what it looks like in the cast listing, there won't be more of Kowalski, but maybe we'll get like a spin-off short film or something, because he's just such a fun character, and it's a fun movie overall. I will warn you, though, it does get dark in places, just like the Harry Potter films, and it almost felt like it was leaning towards trying to be a more adult Harry Potter, if that's possible. There are some really comical, funny moments, and then there's some really dark and serious moments in here, kind of like the originals. So it does get mature in some scenes, just to give you a warning if you're going to bring some of your youngins to it. But if you're used to the Harry Potter universe, especially the later books and films, then I think you'll be fine with it. I give it 4 stubs. I had fun with it. I think you will too. I am excited about the next film and where it's going. And yes, there is a Johnny Depp cameo in here, very brief, but it definitely helps set things up for the trilogy that they're planning. So if you've seen it, please leave your comments down below. As always, love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate everyone who even takes a glimpse at our little sliver of the internet. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.